We'll magnify Yah. All right. Again, welcome to the El-beth-el Saturday Church. We are in service already, TV land. I welcome you back to the house of Yah. I know it's been about a couple of weeks since we've been here in the presence with you. But Hurricane Florence wiped us out last week, and we are still in a recovering stage. We thank y'all right now for being in this temple right now on Shabbat day. Again, I'm Bishop Ronolad K. Hairston Jr. Welcome to House of Yah. We're here at 118 Chaney Avenue, Jacksonville, North Carolina, 28540. Again, the time of the service we have right now starts at 11:30. Then we got in Yom Ravi on Yahuwah instruction of the Torah. Yahuwah study instruction of the Torah at 7. Then we got beginning Shabbat, like which we had last night, starting at 7 o'clock. The Creed of El-beth-el is Ephesians 4:5. We believe in Yah, one faith, one baptism. And Ephesians chapter 2, verse 20, our foundation built upon the apostles and the prophet Yahushua Mashiach is the chief cornerstone. And I can talk more about that. That's the creed of this house right here. You know, if you want to think what we got and what we say and what we believe in, go to those scriptures right there. And if you got any questions, you can call me at 910-388-5295. And my phone number, the bishop phone number is 910-381-3056. So if you have any questions, what do we serve, who do we serve, how do we serve, and why do we serve, or all the W's, or where do we serve, all that too, you can call me. I'm not ashamed to tell you who I believe in. You know, if you got any questions, please bring the King James Version Bible, the Torah, and there'll be about 2 or 3 scriptures, same often. All right, we're going to start off with our Shabbat day with the scriptures, and share with the congregation. Come on with it. You got any scriptures that want to share with Shabbat, you're welcome to speak. Leave the floor open. Okay.
I got one.
Thank you.
Deuteronomy chapter 5, verse 12 to 15.
Go ahead.
Okay. Keep thy Shabbat day to say. Let me start again. Keep the Shabbat day to sanctify it, as the Adonai thy Elohim hath commanded thee. 6 days thou shalt labor and do all thy work, but on the 7th day is the Shabbat of the Adonai thy Elohim, and in it thou shalt not do any work, thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, nor thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy ox, nor thy ass, nor any of thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates, that thy manservant and thy maidservant may rest as well as thou. Remember that thou wast a servant in the land of Désiré, and that the Adonai thy Elohim brought thee out thence through a mighty hand and by a stretched out arm. Therefore, the Adonai thy Elohim commanded thee to keep the Shabbat day.
All right.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Anybody else got any Shabbat scripture want to speak? Come on, come on. You know I'm trying to sit down for a minute. Tell your bitch you're lazy, man. Come on. All right. I'm going to speak from the pocket. Look at that. Right there. Jubilee. Went straight to it. You see that, Brother Favorite? Bah! That's Shabbat right there, boy. I wasn't trying to do all that. I said, bah! Come on, man. That's crazy, man. Now that's crazy. All right. Chapter 2. In Jubilee. The book of Jubilee. Verse 9. And Yah appointed the sun to be a great sign on the earth, for days and for Sabbaths, Shabbats, and for months, and for feasts, and for years, and for Sabbaths of years, and for jubilees, and for all seasons of the years. Like that, he appointed the sun to be a great sign on the earth for days and for Sabbaths, and for months. I like that, for Sabbath, and for months, and for feasts, and for years, verse 9, and for Sabbath of years, and for jubilees, and for all seasons of the years. That sun. But like that, we all always refer to the Shabbat day. The reason why he always referred for the Shabbat day, because he's the one that blessed it, Barakah, and he sanctified them. Yah sanctified that day. Man didn't sanctify that day. I didn't sanctify that day. Yahuwah, he sanctified that day. That's why he always talks about it. He refers to it. Because when he blessed something, nobody can curse what he blessed. He blessed that day. You cannot curse it. You cannot say anything against it. And man like us can't even change it, which man already did. They just talked about the Pope, talking about he made Sunday the Sabbath. The Pope always making something up. You know how the Pope does it. He makes his own things. You know, make his own days. Verse 18, and all the Melchies of the presence, and all the other Melchies of the sanctification, these two great classes, he had bidden us to keep the Shabbat with him in Shamarim and on the ruts. He had bidden. What's bidden? Bidden the same things. Bidden, come, ordering you, charging you, commanding you. He bidden the angels, the Melchies. Bidden. I like how you say you bidden. Hey, come. Bidden. When they talk about the feast, he said, nah, y'all, I got some yachts to, you know what I'm saying, I got to do with. Nah, y'all, I just got married. Nah, y'all, I got land I got to go see. Y'all said, these ain't worthy to come to my feast. Y'all said that. Same thing. He was telling them, come. Yahusha was saying that. But he was telling his Melchies, in verse 19, and he said unto them, behold, I will separate unto myself a people from among all the people, and these shall keep the Shabbat day, and I will sanctify them to myself as my people, and will bless them as I have sanctified the Shabbat day, as I have sanctified. Who that says, as I have sanctified the Shabbat day, and do sanctify it unto myself. To myself. I love that myself part. Even so will I bless them, and they shall be my people, and I will be their Yah. They shall be my people, we are them. And that's what he said. That's what he said that. You already know where he said that. Like Elder Ishmael said that. And you know he says that in Ezekiel chapter 20. We're going to talk about that. And I think it's in Exodus chapter 31. Verse 20. And I have chosen the seed of Jacob from amongst all that I have seen. And I have written him down as my firstborn son, and have sanctified him to myself forever and ever. And I will teach them the Shabbat day. He said, I will teach them the Shabbat day, that they may keep the Shabbat thereon for all works, from all works. Thus he created therein a sign in accordance with which they should keep the Shabbat with us. And he talking about with us. We talking about with us. Y'all and the Melchies. With us. On the seventh day. What day? Seventh day. It wasn't Roshan. It wasn't the first day. To eat and to drink and to bless him. And who to bless him? Who you talking about? Bless? That's how we bless him. So you ain't not blessing him on Roshan on the first day. Create all things as he had blessed, sanctified to himself, and prepared people, people of all people, and that they should keep the Shabbat together with us. I like that when you talk about with us. We keep the Shabbat day with Yah. We're not coming, you know what I'm saying, like on Sundays and other days, with Yah. And he calls him command to sin as a sweet savor, acceptable before him all the days. And he calls his command to ascend as a sweet savor acceptable before him all the days. Savior. Speak on the Savior. You know how that roast is cooking in the oven and you come into the house and the turkey cooking, the sweet savor and that steak, you know what I'm saying, that savor, that smelling. And you go in the house and it's smelling so good, that Savior, you know what I'm saying? It's just the same thing as you come and praise Yah on the Shabbat day. And you cleanse, you know what I'm saying? You Kaddish, you know what I'm saying? And your mind's on Yah, you praising Him, and the rock and the mott, you know what I'm saying? The rock and the mott, the spirit and truth, sweet smelling savor to Yah on the Shabbat day. That's what he said, he commanded it. And to this, Yaakov and his seed, it was granted that they shall always be the blessed and Kaddish ones of the first testimony and laws, even as he has sanctified and blessed the Shabbat day on the seventh day. It says on, I like that, Shabbat day on the seventh day. See, there's no switching up. There's no switching up. You know what I'm saying? The priest, the Catholic Church, the Pope, you can't switch it up. Right there, he explained it right there. Verse 24, verse 25. He created the heavens and the earth, everything that he created in 6 days, and Yah made the seventh day Kaddish. He made the seventh day Kaddish. I like that. He made the seventh day Kaddish. This day is point blank. You cannot switch this round. You can't even add to it.
I'll add this too.
Excuse me?
I'll add this real quick. Most of the popular books, most churches don't believe in, like Christian churches.
Yeah, I understand that.
Most of the people who believe in the apocryphal books are Catholic churches.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They worship on Sunday, and they're the main ones who believe in the apocryphal books.
Yes.
And the apocryphal books are saying it's clear.
Yes. Understand. But what you got to read too about, I mean, this too Catholic Church too, that in the Catholic Church, they are not allowed to read the book. They can read it, but all the instructions come from the priest.
But most of those books
are from there. I understand that. I like that. And like I said, we was doing this teaching in school, and it was teaching that as we believe, and that the Methodists and all the Protestants and Methodists and all the other churches that came, they say they broke off the Catholic Church. They'd rather listen to the laws and the statutes, which they don't believe anyway. They don't do anyway. You know, instead of the Catholic Church, they just take the instructions from the priest, and the priest bring it back down from one priest to another priest to another priest in traditions. And that's how they keep it. And as the traditions, they teach us the people of Yah. You know what I'm saying? And they don't read. They don't read the book. You know what I'm saying? So they take all the instructions from there and read it like it is. That is true. The Catholic Church is the only ones. But like I said, it's too late now, because you read in all the books of the Bible, they talk about the book of Jubilee, the book of Enoch, you know what I'm saying, the book of Yeshua. It talks about that. So if the Torah talks about that, then it got to be right to read. But like I said, Yah gave us a knowledge. He gave us eyes to see, ears to hear. We got understanding. In this country, we are literate. We can read. We can write, and it's saying, and if you see what it says, do it. If it comes from Yah. And Yah will open your eyes and show you to do it. And then, like I said, he'll bring a man of Yah that's anointed, that's called, and he will speak his word. If he's speaking a lie, you will catch him out of a lie. You don't have to speak, you don't have to follow him. But if the man of Yah brings a man to you, and he's speaking nothing but Yah, you are accountable for that word that's spoken. You are accountable for it. But I just like how he said, on the Shabbat day, on the seventh day. And he created the heavens and the earth and everything that he created in the sixth day. Yah has made it in the seventh day Kaddish. He made it Kaddish. Yah has. For all his works thereof, therefore commanded on his behalf that whosoever do any work thereon shall die, and that he who defiles it shall surely die. Wherefore the commands the children of Yisrael to observe this day, that they may keep it Kaddish, and not do thereof any work, and not to defile it, as it is holier than all other days. And I like what it says, it's Kaddish than all other days. It's Kaddish than all other days. That's why this day is more important than Roshan, Yom Roshan. You know, so even Yahusha do that. You know, then even Yahusha rose on Yom Roshan. That ain't nothing. That was just prophecy. That he's not alive. 3 days he's going to be in the ground, and on the third day he's going to rise. You know what I'm saying? So he rose on Roshan. Yom Roshan, so what? You know? If he rose on Yom Shabbat, he would have broke the Shabbat day. He would have broke that day. That day is already blessed already. He can't have a blessing, y'all gonna change his blessing. I can speak on that. Y'all ain't gonna do that. He'll be glorified, which he's already still gonna break the Shabbat day and rise up on Shabbat day. That won't be right. Won't be right. After he already done blessed it. You already done blessed it already. How you gonna bless something and be blessing all over again, which is already done blessed? Unless he says it already. I said it again like he told Abraham. This day, he says, I bless you. And then out of the Shamarine, he said it again because what he done did. He committed what he done did already. He said, I'll bless you again. Out of my mouth, I bless you. You want to read that? Read that in Bereshit, I think it's chapter 21. Read that. I think that's the chapter. But I'm trying to tell you, if Yahusha rose on the Shabbat day, it wouldn't have been right. That's the reason why he rose up on Yom Roshan. But that day wasn't blessed. He's one blessed. He's one sanctified Kaddish, and we praise him for the name's sake. Not the day. That day don't mean nothing. A lot of people got in trouble that day. I bet you the Romans that was watching that too was in trouble. They weren't blessing that day. They were running for their life. You know? And then Kepha and all them were rebuked by Yahusha for their unbelief. And Mary Magdalene was like, Yah. And y'all told her to go tell my others that I have risen. And they laughed at Mary Magdalene. Until they had to run and see from herself that Yahusha is gone. You know what I'm saying? And Yahusha met them in Galilee or in the house, wherever they was at, and rebuked them for their unbelief. So was that day still blessed and holy? Kaddish? No. That day right there was a rule breaking for everybody. For the Sadducees, Pharisees, they was all messed up on that day. You know what I'm saying? Caesar, what's his name? Pilate, and what's his name? The chief priest, Caiaphas. They was all messed up on that first day of the week, Rishon. You want to call that blessed? Y'all going to worship with Yom Rishon for all that day? They was messed up that day. Everybody's house got wrecked that day when Yahusha rose and y'all gonna go and say that's a blessed day. Y'all gonna worship on that day. Ain't no good on that day. All that day was telling you that Yahusha rose from the dead. The prophecy was fulfilled. That's all the day about that day. Y'all gonna say that's Yah's day now. Yah's day is on Shabbat day, the one that he blessed. I done proved it already. He done blessed it the holy than all the days. Since the Kaddish in all the days. He said that. And then the Catholic and everybody else want to make Sunday the day to worship. You made a lie. You made Yah's word none effect. You know, talking about that's blessed and that's sanctified. It's not blessed and sanctified. What day is that? None of it. Only day that day of Yom Rishon is when Yahusha rose. That's it. He just said he was going to do. And I'll speak it all day long on that. And back it up. I can speak that. That's why I tell people that, man, you're missing out the blessings. You're missing out the blessings. You go and worship on Yom Rishon, what blessings is that? There ain't no blessings on that.
That's right.
You call on Yah, if you are right with Yah and purify Yah, maybe Yah might hear you. But nah, you come on this day and worship, this day is seeking faith, Yahuwah will hear you. Well, I just told you, there's a sweet smelling Savior going up before him. And you are baptized in his name, which everybody here, which I like again, everybody here been baptized in Yahusha's name. Y'all carry the name. Y'all wear the name Yahusha. You got the blood of Yahusha on you. So you got the blood of Yahusha with a sweet smelling Savior going up to Yah on a Shabbat day. Ain't that awesome? Y'all praising Yah and the sweet smelling Savior is going up before him in his nostrils, just straight loving you. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. But everybody trying to say a sweet smelling Savior on a Sunday, on a Roshan day, on a devil's day. Yep, that is the devil's day. He got you fooled. So he got you worshiping him with his whole name, Jesus. So you got you worshiping the day, and you got the devil's name, Jesus.
All right.
Yep, you sure do.
Jesus.
Jesus. The Greek God, Jesus. Verse 30. And they should not bring or take or out from the house to house on that day, for that day is more holy, Kaddish, and blessed than any Jubilee day. Or the Jubilees on this we kept Shabbat in the Sharim before it was made known to any flesh to keep the Shabbat thereon on the earth. I like that. They was keeping Shabbat day before this thing was even formed. Before even Yah, you know what I'm saying, created man in his own image. Before even Yah created the heavens and earth. Before even Yah then put in yield-getting seeds and trees and plants. You know, before Yah, he created the fowls of the air. Before Yah created the beasts or the fish of the seas. Before Yah made the beasts of the fields. Then he created man in his own image. Man and female gave him the breath of life and made a living soul. Before all that, Yah already had the Shabbat going on. Melachis were worshiping him on Shabbat day already. Remember, I done said it yesterday. Things on Shamarine and things on the earth. You had to sanctify the things on the earth and things on the Shamarine through the blood of Yahusha. He was shooting the same thing, the Shamarine, the same thing on the rocks. That's how he did things. That's how he orchestrated things. Yep. 32, and the creator of all things blessed this day. The creator of all things blessed this day, which he had created for blessings and Kaddishness and glory above all days. I love that verse 32. And the creator of all things blessed this day, which he had created for blessings, which he hath created for blessings. He created this day for blessings and holiness and glory. This day is glory. He glorified this day, man. Above all days. Above all days. So this day right here is above Roshan. This day right here is above. You tell everybody now. This day is above the first day of the week. Which I want to say Yahusha. He done rose, which he did. That don't mean nothing. He just told you that what he's going to do. He said, I'll destroy the temple and rebuild it again in 3 days. This is what he said. I will destroy this temple, which is corruptible. In 3 days, it'll be incorruptible. That's what Yahushua was saying. 3 days. That's what he did. 3 days. And matter of fact, it just came on the first week of Rishon. Okay then. That's it. If you can go in and worship Yahushua on Rishon, after Yahushua's great Kaddish days on Shabbat, he said, hold it in all the other days, glorified in all the other days. I don't understand that. It says right there, oh, but Brother Fader said, I'm sorry. Only the Catholic Church believes in this. All the other churches don't listen to it. That's your loss. That's your loss. I said TV Land because y'all gave us the Apocrypha. Y'all gave the book of Jubilee, the book of Yeshua, the book of Enoch. And all this stuff you gonna miss out, all this wisdom, the Maccabees. That's what I like about the Maccabees, man. It talks about history. It talks about that. It did happen. So if it happened, that means it's true. That's why I appreciate that stuff. Yeah, man. See, you got chosen people. Chosen people. Go to Exodus 31. All the days. Brother Favorite, find that one that dude was picking up the sticks and they stoned him, man. Exodus chapter 31. And Elohim spake unto Musa, saying, speak also unto the children of Yisrael, saying, verily my Shabbat you shall keep, for it is a sign between me and you throughout your generation, that you may know that I am Elohim that do sanctify you. You shall keep the Shabbat thereof, therefore, for it is Kaddish unto you. It is Kaddish unto you. Everyone that defiles it shall surely be put to death, for whosoever do any work therein, that soul shall be cut off from amongst his people. 6 days may work be done, but on the 7th is the Shabbat of rest, Kaddish to Elohim. Whosoever do any work in the Shabbat day, he shall surely be put to death. Wherefore, the children of Yisrael shall keep the Shabbat, to observe the Shabbat throughout their generation for perpetual covenant. And that's why he says perpetual covenant. It is a sign between me and the children of Yisrael forever. For in 6 days Elohim made the heavens and the earth. And on the 7th day he rested and was refreshed. And he gave unto Musa, when he had made the end of communion with him upon Mount Sinai, 2 tables of testimony, tables of stone written with the finger of Yah. Written with the finger of Yah. Sign between me and you throughout your generation. It says in verse 13, you shall also speak thou also unto the children of Israel, saying, verily my Shabbat you shall keep, for it is a sign between me and you throughout your generation, that you may know that I am Elohim, that do sanctify you. You shall keep the Shabbat, therefore, for it is Kaddish unto you. It is Kaddish unto you. And I've read this in the Apocrypha. He made a people to himself that would know the Shabbat day. And that's why to know that he's sanctified. And I just read it right here in the Torah. Same thing in the Apocrypha. I did the same thing there to show you. Out of the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, that every word be established. I did not change anything. I did not interpret anything. All I did was read you from the Apocrypha in the book of Jubilee, chapter 2. And I read from you Exodus chapter 31, verse 12. He got a people. And he said, a perpetual covenant. Perpetual is everlasting covenant. Everlasting. A covenant that will not break. Why will not break? Because I don't share with you in the Apocrypha that it was made Blessed already before the heaven and earth was even made. They was doing this thing. They was doing this thing. 2 classes of Melechis were worshiping on the Shabbat day. He said that in the Apocrypha. And I share that to the people of Yah. I tell you, same day TV land. So like Sister Sue was talking about some guy that was speaking foolish about the Shabbat day. I say it to you again. Sister Sue don't talk to you. I dare you to call me. I dare you. I put you on a challenge. Call me. And we'll speak about the Shabbat day. Because I am not ashamed. I will keep the Shabbat day because y'all tell us to keep the Shabbat day. I will keep the Shabbat day because it's blessed. I will keep the Shabbat day because it's sanctified. Sanctified means set apart. I will keep the Shabbat day because it's Kodesh. Y'all say it's more Kodesh. Y'all say it's glorified. And y'all say it says so to worship him on that day. And that's the reason why I keep it. And he said it's Kodesh than any other day. He said it's even Kodesh than the Jubilee day. Y'all said that. Read that in Apocrypha. Jubilee chapter 2, it'll tell you. He said any other day is holier than any other day. So don't tell me if I don't go to church on Sunday, I'm sinning. I want you to show me that where I'm sinning at. Show me. If I don't go to church and worship on Sunday, tell me where I'm sinning at. If you can't prove it to me. I dare anybody. But I tell you right now, I prove it to you. If you don't go to church on Shabbat day, I'm telling you sinning. And I will prove it to you. Alright? Alright, we'll go on to the next order of our service. If anybody else got a Shabbat day, please read the scripture. Got anybody got Shabbat? Say again?
Numbers 15.
Alright, thank you, sir. Numbers 15?
32.
Alright. Dang, that's messed up. Okay. Number 15, verse 32. Last scripture of Shabbat. Elder Ishmael read Deuteronomy chapter 5, verse 12 to 17, so I don't have to read that one. Midbar, chapter 15, verse 32. And while the children of Israel were in the wilderness, they found a man that gathered sticks upon the Shabbat day. And they that found him gathered sticks and brought him unto Musa. Verse 33. And they that found him gathering sticks brought him unto Musa and Aaron and to all the congregation. And they put him in a ward because he was not declared what should be done to him. So they put him in a ward. That means they put him, what they say, Ellen? Okay, they put him in the nut house. They put him in a ward, so they put him like in a jail, I guess. So where's confined?
Under guard or custody.
Guard, custody. Verse 35, and Elohim said unto Musa, the man shall be surely put to death. And the congregation shall stone him. Verse 35, Elohim said unto Musa, the man shall be surely put to death, and all the congregation shall stone him with stone without the count. And all the congregation brought him without the count, and stoned him with stones. And he died as Elohim commanded Musa. Okay? That's what happened. The man died. Out of mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses. He died for picking up some sticks on the Shabbat day. If the Shabbat day wasn't too important, the man would not die. Why did y'all have this man die on Shabbat day? The man died for disobedience. The man died because he did not obey y'all's command. And then y'all used him as an example. He said that, and I shared it right there in Numbers 31. You should be put to death. Anyone that did not keep the Shabbat day should be put to death. That's what happened in Numbers chapter 15, verse 32. They gathered the man. They didn't know what to do, So they put the man in war, like Brother Faden said. They probably put some handcuffs on, some chains on, like you know how they do us, black people. Put some handcuffs on you, so we'll see what they're gonna do to us. So they went to Musa. Musa went to Elohim. Elohim says he should be put to death. Take him outside the congregation, outside the camp, and stone him. And that's what they did. They stoned him and put to death. Why? Because he picked up sticks on Kodesh Day, on Yom Shabbat. That's how serious it is. You do it now, it's spiritual death. This is the grace of Yah. Y'all want to talk about grace? Oh, Yahusha's grace, Yahusha's grace. This is the grace of Yah. You're not dead yet. You're not dead yet. To 85, to 90 years old, to 105. I think 105. My great grandma died at 105. 105. If you don't get Shabbat day and 105 comes, you're going to be a spiritual death. You're dead. Your soul dies. But then your soul goes to the lake of fire. That's spiritual death. Why? You did not keep the Shabbat. What? Right. Not going to be long with you on the other part. We're going to stop right there, but let's give you a couple of scriptures. What Yah has given me. Yah said you should not be moved. One's in Elohim, one's in Yahuwah. If you're living by him, all the way, you should not be moved. Point blank. Should not be moved. Alright? Let's go to our Hebrews chapter 12. I'm glad I read that Jubilee again, man. That thing just encourages me, yo. That's why I read that chapter 2. That thing's serious. The whole chapter is bad. You know what I'm saying? Every word for word, the whole chapter is good. Abram chapter 12. Verse 21. And so terrible was the sight that Musa said, I exceedingly fear and quake. This is when Musa was in Mount Sinai. But you are coming to Mount Sinai and to the city of the living Yah, and Shamarim, Jerusalem, and to an innumerable company of Melechis, to the general assembly and the church of the firstborn, which are written in Shamarim, and to Yah, the judge of all, and to the rots of the just men made perfect, and to Yahusha, the mediator of the new covenant, and to the blood of sprinkling, and speaketh better things than that of Abel. See that you refuse not him that speaketh. For if they escape not who refuse him that spake on the earth, much more shall not we escape if we turn away from him that speaketh from Shamarim, whose voice then shook the earth. But now he had promised, saying, Yet once more I shake not the earth only, but also Shamarim. And this word, yet once more, signifieth the removing of those things that are shaken, as of things that are made, that those things which cannot be shaken may remain. Wherefore we receive a kingdom which cannot be moved. Let us have grace, whereby we may serve Yah separately with reverence and Yahweh fear. For our Yah is a consuming fire. Verse 28. Wherefore we receive a kingdom which cannot be moved. Let us have grace, whereby we may serve Yah separately with reverence and godly fear. Reverence. If anybody reverencing Yah anymore, I don't see a lot of people reverence Yah. Every day I look around, the way you look, the way you dress, the way you act. Oh, you judging me, you judge me. You got that right, I'm judging you. I'm looking at you. How are you reverencing Yah the way you look? How you reverence y'all the way you speak and the way you talk? Looking at your children. Your children to represent you. Your children all crazy, that means you all crazy. I'm talking about your little ones. I ain't talking when they're grown, they're on their own. I'm talking about the little ones. It says, Yahweh fear. What mean Yahweh fear means? That means you scared them that he's going to kill you. Y'all want to kill you right then and there. Y'all ain't going to kill you. You kill your own self. Yahweh fear means being his law, statute, commandment, judgment, and precepts. That's Yahweh fear. You know what I'm saying? You reverence him through that. Reverence him is knowing that he's King of kings and Lord of lords. You know he's a king. He's almighty. He's our creator. That's reverence. Just like you don't reverence the President of the United States. Everybody reverencing him. You come to that door, you go straight reverence him. I bet you're going to acknowledge him. If you don't, FBI will be straight on you. Why don't we don't reverence Yah? Huh? Why don't we don't reverence Yah like that? One we can't see. But I'm talking about ones that remain. His voice, things are shaking today. The reason he got on me about that is this week, a lot of things have been shaken. Last week, a lot of things have been shaken. A lot of things have been moved out the way. But his people are remaining. His people. If you're in his words, you're in his statute, he's in commandments, you're in judgment, you live in Kodesh, you live in right, you're not going to be moved. You might go through some stuff. Brother Favorite talking about, yo, you might go through something, but y'all wouldn't move. He stayed right there. He might spoke his mouth a little much. You know what I'm saying? But he wasn't gone nowhere. He went through some stuff. But he reverenced y'all. That's what I love about Job. He reverenced y'all. He still gave him praise, honor, and glory. With godly fear. He told him, where did I sin at? Job said that, where did I commit a sin? He said, if I look at a woman, let another man grind her. He said that. That was bad right there when he said that. That's how Job said that. If you looked upon another woman, let another man grind his own wife. That could not happen. Because y'all said to Satan, you look and tell have you found another one righteous servant like my man Job? You desire him? One of the fair righteous in all the earth? That means Job was walking in godly reverence. He was Yahweh fear, and he reverenced y'all. He reverenced y'all so much he was sacrificing every day for his children. We had, 10 children? 4?
2 girls, son. He didn't have as many as
I didn't know how he had, but he was sacrificing for them every day.
I think about 4.
Well, still, I go back, that's in chapter 1, read that, you find how many children he had, but I'm trying to say is that how much he reverenced Yah, that he sacrificed for his children every day.
7 sons, 3 daughters.
Okay? 10. Every day. Sacrificing. That's how much he reverenced him. Godly fear, Yahweh fear. Why are we doing that? Through Yahusha. Knowing our children are messing up. Settle straight. Put them before Yah. Because we know we put them before Yah. Y'all will take these kids out today. These kids will be gone today. That's why the parents not saying anything to y'all. You already know y'all will take them out. They ain't acting right. They ain't acting right. Verse 25. See that you refuse not him that speaketh. Refuse not him that speaketh. That's Yahusha. He already spoke. He's the one going to judge us. For if they escape not who refuse him that speaks on the earth, much more shall not we escape if we turn away from him that speaketh from Shamarim, whose voice then shook the earth. But now he hath promised, saying, Yet once more I shake not the earth only, but also the Shamarim. And this word, yet once more signified the removing of those things that are shaken, as of things that are made, that those things which cannot be shaken may remain. That's us. That is us. Y'all was telling me about this scripture right here. Telling about when Hurricane Florence come through. He gave me peace. I share again, he did give me peace through the storm. But as I had peace, I looked throughout everywhere and I saw things shaking, things removed, things ain't right no more. Because they're not in Yah. Y'all have to do that. Y'all tell me y'all have storms to move stuff out the way. Move dead limbs out the way. Dead trees got to come down. Trees got to come. Things have to move around. Things have to change for y'all to do work. And you use storms. You use storm right now to move people around. People done lost houses. People done lost cars. People done lost jobs. People are shooken. Now they seeking. He changes things. Because they've not refused to listen to the voice on the Shamarim. That's people that speak in Yahusha. Now the voice from Shamarim, now the voice of Shamarim don't spoke. He don't shook the things on the earth and as the things in Shamarim. Things have changed. That's why it's a fearful thing to fall in the hands of Yah. He's a consuming fire. So that's why I'm speaking. TV land, that if you go on this way, all you got to do is repent and turn from your wicked ways. Call upon him, and he shall direct your path. And I gave you the numbers. You're welcome to call me. We'll speak. We'll talk. We'll discuss the matter. You know, and all you got to do is just repent and turn. Ones that remain, they ain't shaking, I can tell you to keep on praising him. Keep on lifting up your hands, keep on worshiping him, continue keeping your temple clean, continue studying the Dabarim, learn, and move on. If you have faltered, ask for forgiveness, and get up and keep on moving. Keep on moving. Thank you, Musa. I'm going to go with a couple of prophecies real quick. Just to speak this thing. Let's go to Yeshayahu, chapter 7. Alright, we already know that where we go from Yeshayahu chapter 53, we speak about Yahusha. They say that's Yahusha, but for all the prophecies to be foretold, everyone in this book had to be come through before Yahusha comes back to take us. There's nobody else that went through Isaiah 53 like Yahusha did. There's no one before Yahusha, and there won't be one after Yahusha. I want to see that man. There's none before Yahusha, and there will be none after Yahusha. Yeshayahu chapter 7, verse 14. Therefore Elohim himself shall give you a sign. Behold, a virgin shall conceive and bear a son, and shall call his name Emmanuel. it says Elohim, himself shall give you a sign. Himself shall give you a sign. We talk about prophecy coming through here. Then we already know the prophecy came in Matthew chapter 1. That was Yahusha. He should have told her Mary. Gabriel came through Mary and said, you should have a child. That child conceived, you should be Kaddish. And you should receive a child, and you should call his name Yahusha, if he should save his people from his sins. That prophecy came forth. That prophecy. Himself shall give you a sign. We talk about prophecies that came forth and it came to pass. And I say that again because I was talking about yesterday. If you don't believe there's no Yahusha. If you don't believe there's Yahusha, he said Elohim shall give you a sign. He gave you a sign. Right there. It came to pass. Just one sign. Let's go to Yeshayahu chapter 9, verse 6. For unto us a child is born, and to us a son is given, and to the government shall be upon his shoulders, and his name shall be called Wonderful Counselor, the Mighty Yah, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. A child is born. You know that? Know that child, Yahusha. Child is born. A child. You know a child that came through here. Yes, Yahweh said it in chapter 7, said it in 9. And he said, Emmanuel with us, Yah with us. Prophecy. Prophecy came to pass. Let's go to Micah. Minor prophets. If I can find it. Micah's before what? There you go. All right. Micah chapter 5, verse 2. But thou, Beth-el-, thou be little amongst the thousands of Judah, yet out of thee shall he come forth unto me, that is to be ruler in Yesarel, whose going forth have been from of old, from everlasting. Again, but thou, Beth-el, thou you be little amongst the thousands of Judah, yet out of you shall he come forth unto me, that is to be ruler in Yesarel. Ruler. Ruler means you got to be a king. Whose going forth hath been from of old, from everlasting, from of old. That means it was prophesied. From of old. Ruler. We already know where Yahusha came from Bethlehem. These are prophecies that came to pass. And these things were written well over 400 years to 700 years till Yahusha came through. 400, 700 years. Prophecy written from Yah. Remember, it was Kaddish man moved by the Rock Kaddish that spoke these things. And then you had people that scribes that used to write down what the prophet was saying. Because I know. Because when I heard a woman be prophesying, and everybody's sitting there and she be prophesying, y'all said, why are you looking at her mouth? You need to be writing down. So I started writing things down, what was spoken. And that's what these people did. when the prophet got in the zone, when the rock just came over him, he started speaking, the scribes will start writing things down what's coming out of his mouth. These things were spoken of, that were written of these prophets. Men that was filled with the rock of dish moved as they written with the rock of dish, when they moved and written things. With Kaddish man, as they moved with the rock of dish. These words are not interpreted. They were written down. They were Kaddish man. And I like that he said Kaddish men. They was already Kaddish before y'all. They was already sanctified. They were already keeping the law, statute, commandment, judgments of y'all already. They was keeping the Shabbat day. They were purified. They were set apart from the people. They were not like everybody. Just like y'all told us not to be like everybody. He told us to be separate from everybody. We are separated from them. We're not like the world. You better not be like the world. If you are, he gonna leave you behind. I'm gonna tell you straight up. He redeemed you out of the world. So we are separated. We are Kaddish people, just like the prophets was. So that's why I said a ruler coming out of Bethlehem. Yahusha did that. That's right. There was a Nazareth. But then, what's his name? Caesar. What they had, a censor. Everybody go to their birthplace. And that's what the lineage of David. They had to go to Bethlehem to sign up. Tell them where they're from. And then that time, Mary conceived. Not Mary, no, not conceived, had the child. Right there in Bethlehem. So y'all cannot lie. That's where that child was circumcised. Remember, at the 8th day, you got your name. Circumcised in Bethlehem. Right there. The ruler was. Because that was a king. Even if he was a baby, he still was the king. The king, the ruler of the new kingdom of Yisrael. Right there. New Jerusalem coming. Right there. Y'all said David's throne should be everlasting. That's the everlasting throne right there, Yahusha. He did not lie. There will always be a man on David's throne. There's Yahusha. Right there. From Bethlehem. From of old. From of old, when y'all are told, when King Solomon died, when King Solomon committed sin, y'all say I will always keep a burning light for the tribe of Judah. That's where Yahusha came. That's where we came from. This tribe. So it's prophesied. So Ella Hawkins, I speak your name again. I'm speaking to you, Ella Hawkins. You gonna call me, because you gonna get this. So you get a chance, the videos are made up, you need to put it on Facebook, on YouTube. Put it on Facebook so I can shoot it exactly to his address. Because I want my brother to call me. Because it's prophecy. This is prophecy. Prophecies always come to pass. If it don't, it means y'all's a liar. And we just tell y'all you're a liar, but we can't even say that to y'all. Our own creator. He cannot lie. He cannot lie to us because he's too Kaddish. He's too Kaddish. He is Kaddish. Yahusha. Yahusha. 2 more scriptures and we're done. I just wanted to show that a little bit because this book is nothing but prophecy. But I like it because he talked about 700 to 1100 years and they come to pass. You know, and that's what gets me. There was nobody around, but it's in the scripture.